that like button.
This is Wardlow from AEW, and you're watching The Joe Cronin Show.
A wrestling podcast with attitude.
Into it, guys, because today was nuts for me. It's out of nowhere. Hey, what's up, everybody? So we got a lot of wrestling news here. Do want to apologize. I would have liked to be live at 10 p.m. for this, but everything has put me back today. I'm going to be doing an out-of-nowhere episode here that's a little bit shorter than usual, so if you want to bring it early, and let me know what you want to talk about. Get your topics in there, and let me know, like I said, early, because I was going to go live around... originally, I was going to go live probably around 9 and be done by 10, but then it turned into 10, and then it turned into, now it's 11:09, so my work was insane today. I didn't do a video today earlier, as you saw. I didn't do a live stream. I didn't do a video. I didn't do nothing because my work was nuts today. And I mean, it was freaking nuts. I actually almost didn't show up here, and I woke up with a migraine this morning, so wah! But that's how I feel. Hit the like button, stick the thumb directly up the Cronin's ass. And we got some wrestling news. Let's get to it. We're going to go rapid fire, man. We're going to go right down to it. We got about 30 minutes, 35 minutes or so. So, man, make it count in the chat if you guys want to. Hit that like button, bring it on, and then I'll be jumping off to record Final Frontier News with Dave Rose, and that will be going up in full audio on the Patreon. However, we might make it listenable. Maybe. I don't know yet. I haven't talked to him about it. But either way, it's going to go up on there. So make sure you guys are patrons on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. And, of course, vote on what you want. So far, what you guys look like you want, 80 votes are conspiracies that came true. We can talk about those. Number 2 is the moon landing, fake or real, and that's going to be our first topic. So that's by default going to be the first episode. Second episode, though, could be conspiracies that came true. And we go one by one through those. So really cool stuff. Anyway, that's on the Patreon. Hopefully alerts going out to everyone. One of the first things I wanted to talk about is where's MJF? Like, where's MJF, man? This is getting ridiculous. It's getting friggin' ridiculous at this point, okay? This guy, you're killing this guy's momentum, unless that was the point. Like, what is going on? He cuts one of the most fire promos that we've ever heard. He pumps everybody up with it because it's nuts. Yeah, he takes a week off. He takes a second week off. Oh, but now it's like, dude, what are we on, week number 5 of no MJF? Dude, this is unacceptable. I don't care if it's real or work. They're trying to make it seem like it's so real. That's why they keep him off. This is a momentum killer. There better be some kind of massive, major freaking plan, because if there isn't, this sucks that this guy isn't on TV at this point. Where is MJF? It's ridiculous. I don't care. If it's planned, or this is some kind of, plan to keep him off the air to build the story, I think that's a mistake. This is too much time off air for a guy that's been a goddamn magician on the microphone.
You fucking mark!
He is absolutely was on fire with that promo and should have taken no less than 2 weeks off. But instead, he's still gone. It's ridiculous. I can't believe it. Like, at this point, I am shocked. I don't understand why the guy's missing. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'm pissed off about that. I will open the phone lines briefly. If somebody that dire wants to say something, I will open them up. But I do, again, I will only be live for about 35 minutes here because I'm going to be going to record Final Frontier News on the Patreon. And I think we are going to provide a live audio link for that where you guys can join us live on the Patreon for that. And we'll record the audio too. But, so you can, if you want, you can super chat. If you want to donate, the link is at the top of the chat. That will fund my shows and everything we're doing here. The links, they're down there. Do something, say something, whatever you want to do, go ahead, do it. You got 35 minutes or less. At this point, we're running less. So, bring it on if you can. Otherwise, 339-226-6610 if you have no money, but you have a phone number. So there you go. And click the like button, please, if you can. Help the show out. Click the like button. Subscribe if you're brand new. Showbuzz Daily is going to report for this that the second week of Fyter Fest here. Showbuzz Daily is going to report that they got 910,000 views on AEW Dynamite the other night. So I was very, very interested in these views and what they would do. And there you go, 910,000 views, which is pretty much to the par for, AEW. It's on the higher end of normal for them. But to be honest, I like the higher end of about 1 million. So we'll see if we can get to that point at some point, But 910,000, I mean, that's a solid regular night for me. That's a nice night for AEW. It's where they want to be. It would be nice to hit the goal of 1 million. You really would like to see them hit 1 million every week. That's what you want to get to if you're Tony Khan, I think. I think if you're Tony Khan, you're like, man, I want to be over 1 million every week. That's what I want to be at. That should be the clear focus goal. Consistency of over 1 million. Right now, you have consistency of over 800,000, which that is good too. For the most part, you never go below 800,000, so that is a solid, consistent thing. It's a wonderful thing for them. I appreciate it. I like it. I'm sure they're happy about it, but the next goal is over 1 million every single time. Let's do that. Scott Novak says MJF shows up and cost Ric Flair his final match. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. That would be pretty funny and pretty crazy. Punches him right in the nuts. By the way, speaking of people, here's a shout-out to the donators this month. Just to look at it, see who's going to win this top spot here. Danny MT's girl, that might be DWELSH. He's winning with over 600. And the Ghost from the Coast in second. Drew Barr in third place. First, second, and third. And then in a slight fourth place, SITH NEGAN, the man who dropped the bomb last night. Soundwave 92, Gerald Armstrong. Blumpkin, Come Pussy Juice, Yates Joel, Robbie Hyde, Colonel Stutters. So shout out to all you guys. The top three, though, are Danny MT's girl, which I believe is DWELSH, The Ghost on the Coast, and Drew Barr 100. Thank you. And Todd Fair doesn't make that list, unfortunately, because they were super chats, I guess. My bad on that. That's how they are. 267, hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, what's up with it? What do you think about him? What do you think he's going? Where is he hiding and what is he doing?
I heard a rumor that he might have done some Hollywood thing, like what if he's like doing a movie or some other shit. I feel like that would have leaked out by now.
I would think. Maybe he's playing one of the new hobbits in the Lord of the Rings because he does kind of look hobbitish, you know.
Yeah, I think he's gonna attack somebody at All Out. I think he's gonna show an All Out in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if CM Punk is okay by then, I think he's gonna attack CM Punk because they could do a storyline where it all went downhill because of CM Punk. You know.
Well, maybe
his career went down.
Well, you could be onto something that maybe he was supposed to work with CM Punk, and since Punk is injured, they didn't want to do anything else with him until they do that, so they're holding him off until, you know, but again, that's a long time to keep your, like, number one fire on the mic star off the air.
Well, they have to make it look legit. They have to make it look real. They have to make it look real. I mean, they took him off of merchandising. They're not mentioning him on TV. They even took him off on the whole Discovery Network. You know, the Warner Brothers even told them not to mention MJF. So they have to make it look legit.
Yeah, I appreciate a good, a real commitment to something. I really do. But I'm just worried that this is too long, even for something that is, commendable to be this type of commitment. I do. And you know what? In the end, we'll probably say that it was genius and a great payoff. But right now, it just feels like they are missing out right now on him. No doubt about it for me. So maybe I got too much ADD. I'm too impatient, I guess, Or
the most fun thing, the secret thing is Tony Khan and him are having secret meetings to negotiate a new deal for more money, Yes,
or he is a sex trafficker. That could be the other thing.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll talk to you later, man.
All right, bye-bye.
Good call. That guy does not joke around. He's like, yeah, okay. Man, talk about, that guy was dead serious.
You fucking mark!
Good Lord. He was not in the mood to play games, that guy. I was like, he could be a sex trafficker. He's like, what? What? That's not funny. Jesus. You young people. This is why the country's going to hell. No sense of humor anymore. It's all dead serious. Like, oh my God. Whoa. You just said that. Oh my God. Oh, fuck. What the hell, man? What the hell? Anyway, that guy was so funny, bro. He was like, what? Oh my God, that was funny. I want to thank Red Raven on Patreon for going from $1 to $5. Thank you, Red Raven. Thank you to Carlos for becoming a $2 patron. And then the other people left, so I'm not going to shout them out. But you shouldn't have left Patreon because you're about to get Final Frontier news tonight on Patreon. You don't want to leave when you're about to get Final Frontier news with Joe Cronin and Dave Rose. 124 votes on that. Looking pretty goddamn good, I'll tell you that. Thank you, guys. Super Chat's open. Link to the donos are up top. You know where they are. If you want to support Out of Nowhere and keep Out of Nowhere on the air and say something, make sure you use it up at the top. But the next thing, besides that, is Ring of Honor has signed the Briscoes. I heard this the other day. I was listening, or maybe it was earlier today. I was listening to Tony Khan's press conference about Ring of Honor. Of course, Death Before Dishonor is coming up. And Tony Khan, he was asked by Cyclops himself, hey, have you signed anybody permanently to Ring of Honor deals? And the only people that Tony Khan gave up were the Briscoes. So the Briscoe brothers are signed to some kind of long-term exclusive Ring of Honor contract. That's interesting. I guess we could talk more about what that means later, but yeah, so they're locked in at least. Heard that earlier from Tony Khan. 484 is on the phone. Hello.
King Cronin, what's up?
Did you just call me Dan?
Yeah, I thought.
Did you just call me Dan?
Yeah. No, King Cronin.
Oh, okay, King. Okay, well, I guess I'm
no,
King.
I wouldn't call you by your shoot name. I have more respect for you than that.
All right, I was like, well, we're just gonna have to hang up on you right now.
No, that'd be terrible.
That's what Leah calls me. Yeah, Leah calls me King Cronin. I make her call me that. Only when she's drunk, though. I get her really drunk, and I say, call me the King, and she goes, no. And then I'm like, no, call me the King. And then she's like, King. I'm like, oh, my God. No, I'm just kidding. She never would do that. All right, what's going on with you?
That's Leah. You sounds like you have an awesome wife and a cool family. But I thought the Tony trafficking joke was funny. Just saying.
Yeah, Tony Khan, the traffic. Yeah, see, that guy was dead. He was like, what? Like, there was no...
Dude,
I'm like, I don't know if sense of humor... Like, I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he's a trafficker, or he was trafficked and it wasn't funny to him. I don't know.
who knows what those billionaires do, seriously, or the billionaire sons.
Right, or the things they fund, they don't even know what they go to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Maybe that's why they look so tired all the time.
Yeah, what's going on?
Wow. Yeah, I just want to say your show is awesome, man. Thanks for doing the show. I'm so high, and it's so awesome to listen. There's nothing else on, but Cronin is the best thing to watch anyway. So
well, let me tell you something.
complaints.
I love when people get so high that they're jacked up, man. You know how many times Garguts has given me his social security number because he's so high? It's beautiful. I own a boat now because of him.
See, I don't know mine, so I just play it safe. I don't know it, so it can't get anywhere.
That's perfect. That's how you want to keep it. You know, and it's
But
probably
yeah, I'm not...
so.
What were you saying? Sorry?
So do you like? So they're in discussion with Mauro Ranallo to join, maybe to try to join AEW. They're trying to get Mauro Ranallo. Do you want to hear Mauro Ranallo in AEW?
Dude, I miss the Mamma Mia.
I do
Yeah, I
too.
know, but
Yeah.
seriously, I thought he was awesome.
That's a clip, dude. I miss the Mamma Mia.
And and every time like he's on like a boxing or MMA event, I get more hype because his voice just brings the hype. It really does.
Yeah,
it's as simple as that.
I can watch a fight. I don't even know who the fighters are, and it's like, you know, he's the way JR used to be, and it's like nobody's like that now but Mauro. To me, I don't think anybody is.
And it just makes me like, it gives me the old NXT vibes, like Gargano, Ciampa, all those amazing, like Gargano, Cole, all those amazing matches.
Yep, I love it. I hope they hire him because he makes everything more important, man. Hey, listen, get high for me, get drunk, and then fondle yourself. That's what I would do. I appreciate the call. That guy was high as hell. Too high for me right now. I mean, like, I wish I was high, but I'm not on that level right now. I'll tell you that. Appreciate that, though. Stone Cold Steve Austin declined WWE's request to tone down the middle finger slur, whatever you want to call it, the middle fingers. WWE asked Stone Cold Steve Austin to tone it down. He said no. Recently, he talked about it, and he said that they came to him and asked him to do it, stop doing it as much. You know, maybe only do it at one moment at WrestleMania when you stand up in the corner once. And, you know, that sort of thing. And he just was like, no. And you know what? I don't blame him because not only is that's actually offensive to the character because the whole point of the character is, nah, Dad, I don't give a damn. I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I put my damn middle finger up if I want to. Man, I can't do Stone Cold anymore. I'm like, I like lost it or something. I don't know what it is. But, you know, I would have said the same thing. No, fuck you, man. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. So WWE asked him to do it. He said no. So that's pretty cool. But it's crazy that they came to him. But it makes sense in this PG era. We're still in the PG era, you know, because that hasn't changed, unfortunately. We heard the rumors that PG was coming to an end, and then it wasn't, and now it is, but it's not yet. But now, you know, they're saying SummerSlam says TV 14. But you know what? In all honesty, I'm pretty sure that other pay-per-views or special events or whatever we call them now have also said that they were TV 14 as well. So that is not new. There were times where a pay-per-view was called TV 14, and you know, people were like, "Oh my God, they're going back to TV 14! Oh my God!" And nothing happened. It was just that they labeled it that way as a pay-per-view. I don't know, maybe there's going to be blood, you know, maybe there will be some blood, swearing, maybe the violence is too high, you know, maybe something's going down like that at SummerSlam. I don't know. But we've seen that before. Maybe they wanted to sell more SummerSlam tickets, so they labeled it that way so people would be like, oh my God, look, SummerSlam's TV, you know, and then it won't be. You know what I mean? That's a classic WWE move and a bait and switch type of move that WWE has actually done before. Or does it mean it really is going TV 14 finally? I don't know. But those are the things I'll throw out there, you know? That guy was a fun stoner, man. He was a fun time, man. Mauro Ranallo will make me watch Rampage if he's there. Yeah, I might actually check out Rampage if Mauro Ranallo is on Rampage. Nobody's going to hire these guys. Oh, the Briscoes? Oh, the Briscoes, yeah. So maybe that's why Tony Khan said, well, I'll hire them permanently, Because, yeah, I allegedly he signed them to, and I didn't look into it, and I know that people probably already know this out there if you did any kind of research today whatsoever, which I did not do any research today really whatsoever. But I had heard today that, yeah, that the Briscoes got a fairly long-term type of contract with Ring of Honor. So, and I don't know if that's going to cross over or not to AEW or if maybe, Tony Khan said, listen, I know you guys would want to come over to, you guys might want to come over to AEW. You want to make more money. But, I really need someone who's a staple of Ring of Honor. And Briscoes, you guys are that. So I'm going to make you the main attraction of Ring of Honor. So, or one of the main attractions. So I will pay you a huge contract. So I'm assuming that that's what's going on, that they're getting paid, I don't know, $150,000 each in a year in probably their biggest contract ever for Ring of Honor. I'm assuming, but I mean the trade-off there is they could say, we don't want to wrestle for Ring of Honor anymore. We want AEW money. And Tony Khan said, well, if you came to AEW, we'd pay you about $80,000 each or $100,000 each. But if you could be my top guys in Ring of Honor, I would pay you $150,000 each. I don't know the numbers. I'm making up numbers, but I'm assuming it's lucrative. It's like you're the top guys here making more money than if I bring you over and you're the mid to top card tag team, making less money. But if they got over huge in AEW, then they could potentially get bigger money. But that's a risk. If they don't. And if they don't, then they could just flounder down and they'd be more useful in Ring of Honor. So that's potentially what is being said there. Now, they could have gotten more money than that. I don't know. I don't know what the contracts are. They could have gotten bigger money. I don't know. But I know that Tony Khan, if they're one of the top people signed in Ring of Honor, and Tony Khan feels he needs to have a staple there, like the Briscoes, I mean, it could be more. It could be $500,000 for 5 years. Someone in the chat just said, I heard it was $1 million each. Maybe that. It could be $1 million each for 3 years or 5 years. I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not, huge into Ring of Honor. I'm more focused on what's going on with AEW, not Ring of Honor. But I get it.
You raised a piece of shit!
Next time call sex line is old Family Guy plasma dong dude. Have you seen Natalia's sister? I'd eat her like Ricky Martin eats nephews.
Yes.
Brittany Griner should be released if she shows us her schlong. Biden got COVID from fist bump. Where's your hat, Joe?
Every 6 months we talk about Natalia's sister. Do you realize that? Every 6 months we see Natalia's sexy sister. And every 6 months Jim Ross makes some kind of creepy tweet about wanting to have sex with Natalia's sister. If you guys haven't noticed it, he's always creeping on Natalia's sister, which I don't blame him for, by the way. You know what I mean? Hell. Yeah, Tony Khan is Tony Khan, man. I don't know. Hit that like button and stick the thumb up my ass. We don't even have 100 likes yet. This is pathetic. Me and Rose will be recording in a few minutes over on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. So get your questions in. If you want to say something, super chat down below, or use the Streamlabs link up at the top to donate if you'd like, or try to say it in the chat, and maybe I'll see what you said in the chat, hopefully for nothing. But if you want to support the show, you know how to do it. And of course, if you become a patron tonight, you will get to potentially hear Final Frontier news and what we're going to do. So there we go. Eddie Chaos, what's going on, man? I wonder how long this ROH revival will last until it's back to where it was before. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think a lot of this is just Tony Khan trying to, he loves Ring of Honor and it has a legacy to him and everything. So I think he just wants to keep it alive, that way. But it's like, but I don't see the need for a Rampage, a Dark, and a Ring of Honor. I feel like get rid of one of those.
Thoughts on Technical Work Rate Productions?
I don't know what that is. Retro Neon, how you doing, man? How are you? Let me see. I don't know I don't know what that is. Are they good? Let me see.
Well, and it was one of those things too where we saw like even a guy like Hulk Hogan. Here Vince was thinking, "Oh, I got to go with these young guys. I got to go with the young guys."
Well, I already like it because he's got an opinion and he talks well and does long video stuff. So initial thoughts, that's probably something I would listen to. Retro Neon, thank you. Never heard of that before, though. Thanks for bringing it up because I can take a look at it. I'll let you know next show what I think after I evaluate a little bit more. Are you going to review Death Before Dishonor Saturday night? Sports Fan Forever says. Yes, I am going to. I will be working, but I'll be able to watch it hopefully, and then I'll hopefully get home in time to go live to react to it, but I won't be able to go there like I was hoping to go. Obviously, Lowell, Massachusetts, I'm 25 or 30 minutes away. I'm 30 minutes away from the show. I would love to go, have a fun time and whatever else, but yeah, I will be actually working, so I won't be able to, but I will be able to watch it. So that's the good news there. So Mauro Ranallo could become an AEW, or at least they're trying to bring him in there, but I mean, he's scared of his own shadow, so we don't know if that's okay. Plus, Mauro Ranallo is going to be starring in that new live Survivor series where they try to scare the shit out of you and put you in the jungle and murder you. Because a guy with anxiety and emotional distress problems, that's what I always think, a good idea to put the guy into something like that. Didn't I do a video on that already? Yeah, I did a video on this. Here, if you want to know, Mauro Ranallo is about to be filming something, if you don't know about that. So that's why I think he hasn't signed with AEW yet, because he's busy. Like, dude, Mauro Ranallo at any point might kill himself with the way he acts, right? He can't even do the job he loves and get that done. Let's remember this. A TV series. Ah, yes. The guy who called other grown...
And you're watching the Joe Cronin Show.
Here you go. Mauro Ranallo is going to be starring in a new TV show, a TV series. Ah, yes. The guy who called other grown men bullies and couldn't deal with Vince McMahon's mean words about his commentary during broadcasts.
Quickly began to swirl that backstage hazing and bullying was the root cause of Ranallo's exit.
That's terrifying, and it's debilitating. We couldn't stand there.
The name of the show is going to be Beyond the Edge. Beyond the Edge. Where 9 celebrities trade their life of luxury to live in dangerous jungles where they'll face adventures and endure the most brutal conditions. What sick individual thought about putting Mauro Ranallo through this? Might as well just call the show Mauro Ranallo Kills Himself live on TV.
And I was a mentally ill patient in a psychiatric ward for the 7th time in my life, knowing that I probably couldn't stay there.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure Mauro Ranallo is going to do really well when he's pushed up against the elements, having to live beyond the edge. Beyond the edge, guys. Beyond the edge of a guy who's got mental illness and on the border of suicide is going to be on a show called Beyond the Edge. Now, I'm not trying to be an SJW here. I'm just being practical. This guy's beyond the fucking edge in regular life. Walking down the street causes this guy to potentially slit his wrists and eat his own asshole open, all right? Just the idea that he has to go commentate a fight somewhere makes him shake and potentially makes him want to curl up into a ball and hide in a corner. You really think it's going to be a fun time in the jungles of Panama when the most brutal conditions, all right, where the dangers of the jungles lurk around every corner and you can't have a fucking toilet to shit the right way? Like, beyond the edge, okay? Let me break that name down for you a little bit.
I was on medication.
Beyond the edge, over the edge, too far, how long till it ends? It's too much to take, too much to handle. We went too far. I've had enough of life. I'm gonna kill myself. Beyond the edge. I'm on the edge of disaster. I'm at the edge of my rope. I'm at the end of my life. I'm at the end with my wits. I've had about enough. I don't know how much more of this life I can take.
You raised a piece of shit.
I might kill
Did
myself.
Tay Conti ever open the cage? Hypothetical wrestling trade. More Ranallo to for Jim Ross, a pack of his Marlboros, and his wife's old Vespa. Mauro kinda looks like George Costanza and Jared Fogle had baby. Joe, where is damn hat?
God damn, man. Come on. Oh, I can't even read that name. I can't read that name. Back to the rest of Mauro Ranallo. I can't read that name. I don't know. I just don't think this is really the show for Mauro Ranallo. But hey, man, if you had an interesting time watching Mauro Ranallo try to survive brushing his teeth, showing up to a job he gets paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to perform and can't do it and cries and goes into a ball and cuts himself and listens to R&B while flipping out, well, then I guess this show's going to be a really fucking good time, isn't it? When Mauro Ranallo's being chased by a fucking lion. Ah! Not to be outdone, stay tuned for the rest of the CBS spring lineup. One of my favorites is Howie Mandel forced to live in a room with 19 people who have COVID-19. And the show called You Must Not Look Away, where Rosie O'Donnell is forced to look at penises for over 30 minutes. And then all the sweat that comes off her body that she makes while staring into the penises is used as drinking water for a small African village. And my personal favorite new show coming to the CBS spring lineup, TV show starring Ellen, where she scares lower middle-class families into purchasing timeshares they don't need, and then checking in with them 2 years later as their financial dreams turn to shit. Hey, Bill Maher. Oh, all right. There you go. Anyway, it was a fun time to go back and relive. Mauro Ranallo could be coming to AEW, assuming he survives that whatever fucking reality show it was. Anyway, we've only got a couple of minutes left. I got to get out of here. I got to go record Final Frontier News with Dave Rose. We're going to be putting it up on Patreon. It's exclusive to Patreon. Guys, if you want us to keep doing Final Frontier and you want Final Frontier to return and you want to hear us on there, go support the show. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. So we've been over a lot of stuff here so far. Jericho did break his nose. That was pretty obvious. We all knew that last night. I mean, actually, I didn't. You guys did. I saw the chair hit his nose, and then I saw the pictures. Dude, his nose looked smashed. But I'm like, no, his nose can't be that bad. That's got to just look wrong. No, it really was smushed. His nose is jacked up bad. So Jericho's going to need some surgery there, I think, which sucks, actually. But unfortunately, the chair fell down, and, man, that cracked him good, man. He did not look, I mean, he didn't look the greatest, but he was like a pincushion, and this guy got jacked up last night. I mean, for not really good reasons. Probably Jim Cornette will bury and roast and destroy this show. So I am looking forward to hearing that because, you know, I think Jim is going to hear this show and just see this show and just be like, what is going on? You know, poor Chris Jericho puts himself through all this shit. Eddie Kingston can't hit him with the right stuff in the ring. They're rushing everywhere because they didn't get enough time, which I told them they better have enough time, and they didn't listen to me. And it was just a mess. Ty Conti doesn't know how to turn a key lock. Athena had a news story about Athena I was going to maybe dive into, but fuck her and fuck that. Who cares? We talked about the Stone Cold situation, the Briscoes signed the Ring of Honor deal, 910,000 viewers for AEW Dynamite Fyter Fest last night. And I think we talked about everything I really wanted to talk about, man. Now, I might have had people on tonight to go over all this stuff. You know what I mean? From Mustafa to, everybody else who wants to be on the show. And normally I would do that and we would go longer and things like that. But like I said, I'm going to be heading out now to do that Final Frontier news with Dave because I'm so far behind today in so many different ways. But Melissa in the chat says, Joe, did you hear that Seth Rollins said F you to Cody Rhodes at the ESPYs on Twitter? Think it's a work for TV 14. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely some kind of a work or him playing into the character. He might feel that way a little bit for real, but yeah, it's definitely part of the whole thing. They're trying to keep that anger alive, which is fine and beautiful and sexy and all that stuff. It's great. Great to see that. Guys, if you want to hear Final Frontier news, tonight we're going to be talking about the moon landing and Apollo, fake or real or whatever it could be, a big conspiracy thing. Episode 2 could be about conspiracies that came true, or we may be doing a topic and then doing a conspiracy that came true as a segment. I'm not 100% sure yet. It's all on the board, man, but come listen to us tonight, man. I would love to do it. But yeah, I think it will be fun to hear what Cornette says about this, because I think he'll say, Jericho, what the hell are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Yeah, we're talking about the Poon landing, guys. Come on over. I am going to make it available for you guys, I think, to listen to live on Patreon, so look for the Patreon alert. Also, if you're a patron, you always get alerts when I go live on YouTube and anywhere. So you don't have to worry about not getting alert from YouTube. You get an email that I'm live or that I'm going live. Plus, you get all the behind the scenes and the shows that I do on Patreon that are not heard here on YouTube. So come join us tonight. You will get a link at some point tonight. I'm not going to promise you when. You may get a link in the next 15 minutes for a live show, or you may just get the upload when we're done recording in an hour. Either way, you're getting it probably by 1 a.m. tonight. Look for it. Final Frontier News is back. Devious, Dave Rose, and myself. Let's be there for it if you want to get wet, man. You want to support it? You want to be a part of it? You want it to continue? Come sign up tonight. Increase your pledge if you can, if you want to. Join up for the first time for $2. Everybody in the $2 tier at least will hear this. So please jump over. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Link is in the chat right now. Thanks to everyone last night, man. SITH NEGAN dropped a bomb last night. And so did everybody else, man. DWELSH, Todd Fair, Drew Bar 100, and the Ghost from the Coast. Thank you, guys. Tomorrow night, I'll monetize this. Tomorrow night, Friday night, monetize this. Todd Fair will be defending his JCS, his crown, basically. He's the king. His JCS crown on Monetize This when he takes on the Wheel of Funk, baby. The Wheel of Larry Funk. So come on over, get weird, get wet, and get rough and get hard, man. Kiss it. Kiss it, baby. Come on over tonight and listen to it. Come listen to it. Hit that like button, too. We're almost at 100 likes. Guys, come join us for Final Frontier News. If you don't know what Final Frontier News is about and you don't know if you want to do it, hey, let me tell you something. If you don't know if you want to listen to Final Frontier News, if you do not know if you want to listen to Final Frontier News, we have tons of free clips from the old days up on Final Frontier News, the YouTube channel. Here's the link to that in the chat. So if you're not sure you want to pay $2 a month, $1 a month, $2 a month, $5 a month, you don't want to pay that, and you're not sure, go back and listen to some of those episodes. Go back and listen to some of the things we talked about in the past, because they have been a fun time. No doubt about it. And remind yourself what Final Frontier News has been about. Here's a little sample. I'll see you guys on the Patreon with Dave Rose and everybody else. Final Frontier News. See you in a few minutes.
From the furthest reaches of the universe to the innermost depths of the mind, this is Final Frontier News.
Good evening, everybody. It is 10:41 p.m. on May 17th, 2016. Happy to be here with you for Final Frontier News. I believe this is episode 5, I think.
That's right, episode 5.
I can
America, but it's apparently a place of great power. The Aboriginal and Native people of that area always considered it that, and apparently this is where multiple lines end up joining, and you have a nexus point.
Well, while you've been talking about this, Dave, I pulled up Mount Shasta, and so everybody gets a good look at it. It's actually, even just looking at it, it is very interesting. It's almost a double mountain, like a double rainbow.
Now, you would also...
Double mountain. Double rainbow. Double mountain, bro. That's where they were getting this information, probably. Most likely, if they were spending this much time on them.
Absolutely. And they were in places in Europe, for example, like Chateau... God damn it, tonight my memory's not working that well, but there was a lot of different places in Europe, a lot of different castles, a lot of different structures that they visited to attempt to get old relics that supposedly meant a lot to them. And that's how they were able, supposedly, to get a hold of the Sword of Longinus, which is...
And you guys were talking earlier about people who dream shit before it happens.
Yeah.
Me and my grandma, my whole dad's side of the family has this. Like, we'll have a dream of something that happens. I predicted my grandmother's death before it happened last year.
That is wild. You must have a... I mean, I was going to say, if you... Maybe, you know, if your friends... Do your friends see him a lot, or do they have...
Yeah.
Okay.
Seen him.
Well, because it could just be a... That might just be it's a separate thing for you then, because I was going to say if you could hear, you know, see him, but then you also have these dreams, I was going to say maybe, you know, you guys are perceiving him much more clearly than anybody else might, but if your friends are seeing him, then that's a different thing altogether. It just so happens that you have a high sensory for those things.
It sounds to me that you're moving into the house triggered his reappearance, because he's clearly bonded to the house, and you're probably going to need something stronger than some sort of priest to actually get it unbound.
Yeah.
From the house itself.
Maybe it's not even his house. Maybe it's not this guy's. This guy didn't live there because he's not.
But
hostile.
He's bound to it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Right now, this spirit is manifesting in that current location. So you have to at least get it to be removed from that location.
Do you guys want me to send a photo of him to you guys?
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay.
He sent it on Twitter?
Yeah, I'll send it on Twitter.
Join us on Patreon. I picked out some funny little moments there that I thought were botches that were funny. Keep it wet. We'll see you tonight.